All right, guys, what's up? It's been a little bit, but I have been in the works of a lot of things, and the things are happening. So we are in the truck. We have my old open trailer. Well, back there, you guys can't kind of see it, but an open trailer only means one thing, and I don't ever really buy cars because my drift car costs too much money, and this truck costs a lot of money, and light costs a lot of money, and I don't have a lot of cars. But we're buying another car. It's an unrunning car, it's a shell, and we are finally going to build my next chassis over the next year to my new drift car. And now I don't need another pro build or the same caliber of car that I have now, but you know, I want to keep it the same way, but a newer chassis. What I like, what I've always liked, and I have owned one before. And a few years ago, I filmed a video and posted it that I bought this kind of car, but I never went through with it. I had some life things happen. I had to sell it, get rid of it, sell it really cheap, and I could not continue the build or even start on the build at all because the car, my current car at the time, was just constantly kept breaking, constantly having issues. And now we're at the point where the car is very, very good, and it has not been breaking, and it's been very, very good. And now we're at the point where we can get a new chassis to build and then put my current drivetrain into the new chassis, because getting a whole new drivetrain is very expensive. But basically, I'll get into that later. But we are going to get my new drift chassis. I am very excited. Let's go get it. Well, as you guys just saw, we have picked up another BRZ FRS GT86, same thing. I'm calling it an FRS or GT86 because I hate calling it a BRZ, and the Subaru thing kind of gets to me, but like, I started out because of Subarus, but like, it's all the same thing. But I am very stoked to get another one, and we're actually gonna do it this time. It's not gonna be a freaking really fast boom 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 build. We're gonna take our time, do it right, build it nice, and in the next year, kind of get this whole thing going and get a build going on the channel, because I've only had my car kind of rebuilding it over and over again on the channel, and I need more content for you guys. I need a new car. I need to have a newer car for drifting because F chassis are almost 30 years old and are 30 years old and over 30 years old. So, you know, they don't get younger, you know. I love F chassis. I probably won't ever sell my current car, but you know, this is the future. This is the future of what I want to do. And I've been pretty damn bored lately. Like, you know, when the car works and there's not much to do to it, and you can just, you know, improve small things in here and there and do this and that, you don't really do much until the season's over to refresh stuff. So I've been just bored, and I want a project, and I really want to do something with this, so I'm very excited, and that's how I'm justifying it. So let's go home. I'm gonna stop by and pressure wash the entire chassis. That way it gets nice and clean when we put it in the garage, and then hopefully start tearing it apart in the next video. Alright, got it all sprayed down and cleaned up before it goes to the garage. All nice and clean, all the rock and gunk, all of it. It's all nice and fresh and clean. Now, you can get in here and tear it apart, but I need a dust and grime all over it. So, I am so stoked in this thing. Let's into the garage and talk about it more. Alright, made it home. It's my little home garage at my apartment. And it's my little shop I have here just to, you know, do what I got to do it most of the time. But most of the time I'm at Alberto's shop with more room. But when I'm home, I can tinker with things more here because Alberto's shop is pretty far, and I can get home from work and do what I got to do. So got the BRZ GT86 FRS home. We are here. It's a very perfect base. And again, I'm buying this car to build it into the next car on the channel. in my drift career, and I'm very, very, very excited. Now, it's very hard to find these cars not wrecked, and as a good base, you don't want to have a wrecked car. You can if it's a little wrecked, but this is not wrecked at all. It's just taken apart because Jason got this car to do some R&D with, and he did it, and now he sold it to me unwrecked, perfect shape, not bent, no rust, not a single thing, and it's straight as an arrow, as you guys can see. And when we build these in the drift cars, the whole front end already comes off, and half that work is already done for me. Obviously, the ABS will go away, all the brake booster will go away. It's basically pretty bare. We're gonna also get rid of all the AC crap, plug all that good stuff goes away, and sayonara. So yeah, but the whole interior is stripped, but there's some pieces in here. Probably sell some of that. I have 2 extra doors, probably sell those. I'll probably keep the dash just in case, but I'm gonna do a HGK dash like my S13, and then we're gonna basically strip this entire car down to the bare bones of just metal, no plastic, no glass, no nothing, no taillights. We're gonna leave stock suspension on until fab is done. Obviously we'll take it off for fab, then put it back on to roll it. But for now, that's gonna stay. But we're gonna get rid of everything we do not need to get this thing ready and stripped and prepped for fab and stitch welding and cutting this thing up. We're gonna cut the whole back end of the car off, all the fenders, all of that stuff. Now, why am I building a new car? Now, really, the thing is, like, I need something to do because I've been pretty bored, and it sounds pretty funny, but like I'm really trying to start a new time in my life where I take off on my channel, do more of the channel, getting a new job involved with motorsports, being around it all, and I feel very, very motivated to start doing what I really want to do instead of doing things I don't want to do and it not benefiting me at all. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna build the FRS, and it's gonna be really, really sick. But the main reason why I'm building it is because I want a newer car. Sponsors want to see a new car. It creates content on the channel, and I can do a lot of R&D with sponsors and a bunch of other stuff too. So I have a big plan for this. We're not gonna, it's a whole new car, but my whole drivetrain that I have in my current S13 will be going into this to save a lot of money. Now if I have sponsor help somehow, and that comes in at a certain time, then we'll do a whole new everything, but never know. But it's gonna probably take 6 months to a year to build this thing, but we're gonna get tackling at it pretty freaking quick. You know, and also, it might sound funny, but back when I was first getting into drifting in FD, I really, really liked Ryan Turk's JZ, GT86, FRS, whatever you want to call it, BRZ, and obviously that's how I fell in love with JZs, but I couldn't afford an FRS at the time. Now they got them really cheap. You know, I really want to use that as a base to build this car. Now that car is Diego Higa's car, and that thing looks incredible, and it might be getting a similar kit to him thanks to TJ. So stay tuned on that as well. It's gonna be really, really, really cool. We're gonna do it. I feel really motivated. I have sponsors on board, friends on board. This thing's gonna be really, really sick. It's not gonna be a 2-month, 3-month, 4-month build. We're gonna take our time, do it right, do all the right steps in the build process to be successful and have a really, really badass, sick drift car. Now, why build a pro drift car again, right? I just feel like I can do better than what I'm doing now with my current car. My current S13 is over 30 years old, and I just know from what I've learned over the years, I can create a more quality build with the knowledge I've learned over the years, and I feel like I can present that well to sponsors. And just for myself, I want to do it for me and build a really nice, clean, base, new car to go shred and just do my thing with and look really good doing it and performing very, very well. And you know, with this car, there's a lot more suspension stuff out now. The new Y-Fab is the shit, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna be doing that, and this thing's gonna be really, really fast. People have said, oh, the suspension on these cars aren't good, it doesn't do well, but go tell the Shanahans that, go tell Kanguchi, Dai Yoshihara, people that have won multiple times in these chassis, and in Japan, China, all the people running these cars have been, you know, have done very, very well on a good tire and a good suspension setup. So we're gonna have all that, and I'm very, very stoked on it. But to close out the video, I just want to take a moment to look at the car. The body lines are extremely straight. Not that it matters, it's gonna get cut off anyway, but the car is so clean, so straight. Some dents here, but we're gonna cut that off anyway. Doesn't even matter. Frame is straight. It's literally the perfect base build for what I want to do, and I'm so stoked. Unfortunately, it's World Rally Blue, Subaru Blue, which I can't stand, but it's so straight to where it doesn't even matter. But this video might be a shorter one, but I wanted to show you guys the next big thing coming to the channel. This year is gonna be really sick. We did some events that I didn't film with the S13. I know I haven't had a video out since Fuel Fest. I've been trying to get everything planned for this year, and just big changes coming soon to my life, the channel, and all around drifting. So I'm very, very excited to get going and get to it. But next video, I don't know what's gonna be. If it's gonna be this car or we're driving the S13 or something with that. I don't know, but hopefully I can get tinkering with this, taking it apart, start making content, and getting this thing going. But I'm very stoked on it. I'm chasing the dream. I'm feeling very, very motivated. I'm gonna go for it, and it's gonna be sick. I know a lot of you guys years ago on the channel have been wondering if I still have my old FRS shell, and I don't, and I got a new one now, and I'm very stoked to please you guys with a new build on the channel with the FRS 2JZ or 1.5 JZ, all the good stuff with action clutch, Kansai wheels, same sponsors, just coming into this car to make this thing the next drift car for me. So, but once again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys very soon.